Hello, a few pictures here of some of my runs over the last 18 months, thereabouts, and some stats. And then I will be going on to talk about how I went from sofa to half marathon, 21 miles so far, and an ultramarathon coming up in a few days.
Hi folks, right, sofa to ultra marathon, catch to 5k as some people say. I started off, did the sofa to 5k. Well, effectively it was sofa to half marathon. I did a test run about 3 days before the half marathon, the Great North Run, September 22. Managed to do 9 miles and thought, yeah, if I can do 9 I can do 13.1. So I gave it a go and did a lot better than I expected. Not been the most fit person, sort of average. Started at age 48, September 22, a few days before the Great North Run. Managed to get at 2 hours 10. It was a bit warm that day. A little bit slow. I thought I'd do under 2 hours, but it's not bad. Got a bit of a taste for it. I thought that was okay. Not as intense as I expected. It was quite hard. And I said to somebody I knew, yeah, I think next I'll try a marathon. He wanted me to sort of have a go at doing another half marathon, Great North Run again. I used to live up that way in the northeast of England. But I thought, nah, I'll see if I can do a marathon. Anyway, fast forward, we're about 18 months on from now. It's now the end of March 2024, so just over 18 months. And on the 7th of April, 9 days' time, I've got a really big test. I'm jumping from a half marathon up to an ultra. An ultra is anything over 26.2 miles. I'm going to aim for, it works out at 52.2k, I think. It's 3.6 mile loops around the forest. It's sort of trail running, but it's a little bit mixed. Bit of road, bit of forest trails. Yeah, each loop 3.6 miles. You can do as many as you want. Some people will probably do 10, 12, 13 loops. I'm hoping to do at least 8, which will be 28.8 miles. But if I can do 9, that will make it 32.4 miles. Yeah, just over 52. I think it's 52.1k. So yeah, proper regular ultramarathon territory. I've not followed the traditional path. I've been having a good run at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. I was cycling to work, about 4 miles each way. So 8 5s, 40, over 40 miles biking. Last couple of weeks I've not been cycling much. Done a bit of swimming. A couple of weeks ago I did 14 lengths and they closed the pool for training lessons, so I couldn't do any more. And earlier this week I did 2k, 80 lengths, so surprised myself. Yeah, it's good to cross train. You don't want to sort of hammer your joints. I've had a bit of a left knee problem, bit of right knee, sore hips, recently an ankle issue. So I've had some soft tissue injuries, had some MRI scans. Managed to get the MRI scans done relatively quick. Don't think there's any issue there. I've not heard back from the left knee scan, and that was the one that was more painful. Runner's knee, ITBS, iliotibial band syndrome, which I self-diagnosed. There are a number of issues, but you've got to be so careful not to overdo it. You're supposed to increase by about 10% every week. I pushed it a little bit. I've now done 3. See some medals there. 3 official marathons, and I've done altogether over 7. Done 7 that are at least half marathon. The one I did, it was around a week ago. It was 21 miles. Last Saturday, I believe. Yeah, Mansfield to Nottingham, and came out at just over 21 miles. So took it quite steady, jogging, a little bit of sprinting at the end. Took it steady. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully, should be able to manage this ultra. See how we go. So yeah, it's possible. I've not followed the intensive training that a lot of coaches follow. I thought initially, a few months back, I might manage under 4 hours, but now I'm thinking 4 hours 45 probably for the marathon, and probably looking at 5.5, getting on for 6 hours for the full 9 loops. If I manage the full ultra of 9 loops, 9 3.6 mile loops. So yeah, just give it a go. Try not to get injured and have the fun. The scenery's not been too great with it being repetitive, but yeah. So yeah, I think give it a go. It's not as intensive as you might think. I'm average, but above average fitness. My 5k and 10k times are pretty advanced looking at online charts. Half marathon a bit slower. So yeah, I won't be too quick on the marathon and ultra marathon territory. I don't expect to be too quick on that. But yeah, it can be done. Not the most healthy person before I started running. Used to do a bit of walking and cycling, that sort of thing. But yeah, good for your mental and physical health. So give it a go. Obviously, take medical advice. Look at the details from proper professional sources. There's the regular advice to always seek your GP's, your doctor's advice if you're taking up exercise and you've not been doing regular exercise for a while. So yes, get medical advice. Fingers crossed. We'll see how we go on the 7th at Sherwood Pines, Nottinghamshire. Right, I will update you. Cheers. Bye bye.